afternoon and welcome to News Around Africa on Channel 38, Facebook and YouTube channel. Ghana says it has begun repatriating another 1,000 nationals from South Africa due to ongoing anti-migrant sentiment in the country. Accra said that special flights bringing the migrant workers back will arrive on Sunday and Monday as the final phase of its evacuation of nationals. Ghana has already returned more than 900 nationals and say it will demand compensation from the South African government for their lost property and assets. It has also petitioned the International Criminal Court to open an investigation into attacks against foreigners which they said could constitute crimes against humanity. Ghana and Nigeria have called on the African Union to put the issue on the agenda at the next African Union Summit. More than 160,000 foreigners have left South Africa since May following violent anti-migrant protests. South Africa has long attracted migrants from other African nations because of its relative wealth, but rising unemployment has fueled anger against foreign workers. Protesters in Togo are calling in for a return to the country's previous constitution. Saturday's rally in Vugan opened with a traditional libation ceremony before opposition leaders joined supporters in singing Togo's national anthem. Banners and placards opposing the constitutional reform were displayed at the gathering, where organizers held a public rally attended by several hundred supporters. Changes adopted in 2024 established a parliamentary system, handing executive power to the President of the Council of Ministers, a post now held by former President Faure Gnassingbe. The constitutional change that took place in Togo in 2024 is completely illegal. It is a constitutional coup d'etat, David Dossé, spokesperson for the civil society organization Front Citoyen Togo Debout, said. The Togolese people will never accept this outrage. Last month, the ECOWAS Court of Justice ruled that the reform contravenes the country's democratic principles, calling it an unconstitutional change of government. While not legally binding, the opposition is hoping the ruling will mobilize the public. It is awakening of our fellow citizens because when you are in a dictatorship, it's only through the awakening of the population that things change, said Matri Doji Aprivon, president of the Democratic Force for the Republic. Gnassingbe has ruled Togo since 2005. Under the new constitution, he can be re-elected indefinitely by parliament. The position of national president is now mostly ceremonial and is limited to one 6-year term. For 2 days, Benin's political capital, Porto Novo, came alive with the mythical Egungun, Zangbeto, and Gulede figures during the Mask Festival. As ceremonies and parades filled the city with color and tradition, Professor Mahuno Kapo said that masks were both unique and universal and that they carried a message. Mask is universal. Every people, every civilization has masks because those who came before us, our vulnerable elders, created ideas and words that embedded in the mask. Masks are not just what we wear on our faces and take off. Masks represent a message, the professor said. That message, passed down by the ancestors, is what the festival aims to share beyond the communities that knows its codes. Behind every mask lies a story. Sacred masks carry a message, just as secular masks also carry a message. And to diversify these masks, we made the festival international. And when we speak of an international festival, it means that masks that are not only Beninese take part in the event. He added, for foreign visitors, the experience often began with wonder. Martin Cruz, who had been in Benin for 2 weeks, said he had discovered the festival for the first time in Porto Novo, along with its costumes, dances, hairstyles, and deep cultural significance. He said he planned to buy books to better understand the ceremonies, the masks and the dances, and said he was very impressed by how deeply this culture was embedded in the population and the wider community. He described the spectacle as magnificent. In Porto Novo, the Mask Festival is helping shape a tourism strategy built on immersion, understanding rituals, and meeting traditional bearers. Its future growth will depend on how well it expands without losing its identity. That's all we have time for on this edition of News Around Africa by Magic TV, and I'm Esther Wilson.